Hi, I'm Tom at Ledgemere. If you remember, I got this 200 for my birthday, and well, one of the first things I've done is I've ordered the emblem for this because there's some things that I'm just really super anal about, and missing emblems is one of them. And I know it doesn't affect the functionality of the tractor, but it affects my psychoses. So I've ordered that, and like I said, I did have a really awesome grill, and I sold it like an idiot. And now this one's a little bit punched in, but I'm going to pound it out. I've already adjusted the brake on this side, and this was the one that was giving me the most trouble. I'm going to do this one right now, and I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. So stick around for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you how to do brake adjustment on a disc brake Farmall tractor. So the Super C, the 200, and I'm guessing the 230, and I know for a fact the 340, they all have these disc brakes, and I know the 504, a lot of other Farmall tractors have the same thing, but for the sake of argument, this video right here, I'm going to talk about the disc brakes on a Farmall 200, which is exactly the same as a Super C, except for about a half a horsepower. So you're going to need about 4 tools. You're going to need a socket wrench with a deep 9/16 on it. You're going to need a box wrench or a combination wrench with a 9/16. You're going to need a tape measure, and more than likely, you're going to need some PB blaster. So what I'm going to do is there's a jam nut I'm going to loosen up, and then I'm going to tighten the rod up to get the proper play. And I really want about an inch and an 1/8 inch and 3/8 worth of play on that pedal. And I'm on the left side now, so I have to go to the right side and measure it. But I'm going to make the adjustment, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we'll check for tolerances after that, and then we'll take it for a test ride and see how the brakes work. And hopefully the adjustment works and I don't need to do a complete brake job. So here's your jam nut right here. I'm going to loosen that up, so it's going to go counterclockwise, lefty-loosey. And then I'm going to tighten up this one right here. And what that's going to do is that's going to give me the right tolerance, and will give me the right adjustment on my disc brake. And so what you're seeing right here is the clutch, but that's independent. There's another rod that goes through there, and that's for the brakes. So even though the clutch is sitting on this, it doesn't affect it. So we're going to loosen this up right here, and then tighten this one. You want to be careful with this. You don't want to be spraying anything up in there, because you'll get stuff up on the brakes. What I've got going on right now is the boot's gone, and there's really only one good way to get the boot back on. You have to unhook everything, because there's a hole, and you know, the only way that's going to fit in the hole is to unhook it. But I'm just going to put a little bit of PB blaster on there, let that soak for a second, and then I'll be right back. So one more tool you might need is a persuasive device. You want to be careful, because you don't want to bust that rod, because then you're going to be inviting a whole bunch more trouble than what you really wanted. So we're going to take this jam nut right here, and we're going to loosen that up, and hopefully it goes. Yeah, it'll go. And this will all straighten out here in a second. It looks like I'm doing this wrong, but you just want to get some space in there, and you want to get your ratchet on tight. And so we'll put this on here, and then we'll just crank this down like that. Let me tighten this back up a little bit, and let's see what our tolerance is on the other side. You know, a lot of the old-time farmers, they don't believe in brakes. They just think you got to think ahead. See, there's a lot of slop there, so I really got to bring this in. I've got this one good and adjusted, but this one's way off. So I need to bring this way the heck in. It's the same thing with headlights. I have a pet peeve about headlights too. This tractor, one thing I've noticed is that the battery cables are super they're super thin. They're for 12 volt, not for 6. So what we're doing here is we're cranking this in right here. And what that does is there's a spring in there, so it's pulling on it and it's putting pressure on the disc. And we just hold that and tighten. And let's check our tolerance again real quick. Let's see how I did. So Here's your brake lever right here, and just trying to figure out how to hold the camera. Hang on a second. Let's see if that works. So my right brake is inch and an eighth, and my left brake is inch and an eighth. So the brakes are right there, and let's fire this up and try it and see if the brakes work now. It should be just a simple fix, and hoping that's it. So fingers crossed that it was just an adjustment and not a brake job we're needing. Put the muffler back on. It's a little bit quieter now. I see the PTO is going. I wonder if it's just, it looks like it's locked, it's turned on. So let's shut that off. You don't need that spinning. That's better. All right, let's, what I want to do is go dump this mower off. I don't need that. I definitely have a left brake. Let's try. Let's go into second and see how they work. I mean, it will stop with the right brake, but the left one's right there. I guess I got to tighten this one up a little bit more. It's handy to have the hook rod to flip up the ears on the fast hitch, because if you've got pressure on it like I had on the right side prong, it was keeping the latch dog from coming down. So you want to make sure that you take the pressure off, and then it'll pop right up. And if I had the hook, I could do it. So I've got a good left brake. The right brake, I gotta take it in a little bit more. It's out of a, it's adjusted where it's supposed to be as far as on the platform, but looks like I got to take it up some more, and we'll try that and see how that works. So I'll let you know next time I talk to you. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell, how to adjust your brakes on a Super C/200 or disc brakes on a Farmall. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.